I'm going to use Carol's email for the demonstration for this session. So what you need to do is you need to log in. For those who have Gmail accounts, please log into your emails. On the right-hand side, we have Google Apps. That's where I'm putting the cursor. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, we can see the screen. Thank you.
Okay, so this is Google Apps. So you click on it, and then you scroll down. And then there's forms. So you select forms. So I will click on forms. They are already customized forms, templates. But for this session, we are going to look at a blank form so that we begin from scratch. So you click on blank form. So the blank form looks like this. It's untitled, so you have to give it a name. And we are going to give it SEDAT training. Okay, and then this is where you put the description. For some of you who have designed forms, this is where you put the description of what your study is all about. So for example, for the PhD students, maybe you're going to design questionnaires and you want your respondents to answer or to fill the questionnaire. So you have to put, this is maybe part of my PhD studies. I'm requesting you to take 10 minutes to answer this survey. That is where all that information is typed. So, and then of course, you thank them. That is the only part where you can put all the information about your study. So I will put some content here. I say, dear respondents, maybe this is where also you take into consideration the ethical issues. You inform the respondents that this work is for academic purposes, confidentiality will be maintained and all that. So all that information is captured in this description. So when you're creating a form, you could be interested in creating different sections. For example, if you want demographic information of the respondents, so you click Add Section button. Okay, so you create section. So, and then you give the title of your section, which is demographic. If you're interested in the participants' demographic data, that is where you put it. If you want to give some instructions on how they should respond to these questions, you put, please tick the correct option. That is, I'm just giving an example. And then now you start the questions. For example, we are interested in the gender of the respondents. the first option, you can put male and then female. It comes automatically. And then if you want all your respondents to answer this question, you make it a required question. So you check, you click here. So that is required. So they cannot submit the form unless they have answered this question. So you add, you can duplicate. You're interested in maybe their age. And here you give the range. For example, 25 to 35. You're just giving examples to 35. Then from 36 to 40. Then 41 to 45. Okay, let's just give that. And here this is where now you select the choice. The choice, if you want it to be multiple choice, you want them to answer one. If it is paragraph, if you want them to write long answers, for example, you want them to explain, then you select paragraph. If it's just a short answer, but for this, we are going to maintain the multiple choice because you want them to select only one, the range between this and this. So you want them to select one option. And you also want this as a required question. For adding, you click on add. This is the add button to add other questions. Under demographics, you can also ask highest academic qualification. And then it's not short answer, so you have to give multiple choice. If that person has got a PhD, master's, bachelor's, and then you can put other. In case you just put other, then the person can fill in the other option. So you also want this as a required question. Then you add another question. If that is the demographic information characteristics that you want to pick about your respondents, you can stop there. And then we can create another section. So there's a question here that, for example, if you have made an error and you want to delete this question, you just click delete and it will disappear. So under here, probably now you're looking at your different objectives and you start asking questions about your second objective. And maybe here you're looking at the level of customer satisfaction. Then you can give tick the relevant option. Okay, so you add a question under this section. So you will, for example, questions, how satisfied, to what extent? To what extent? Okay, to what extent Was the training relevant to you? Then you put different options. What are the different options? To a greater extent? Then oh, we selected it has to be checkbox. That's why it was bringing. Okay. To some extent, you can also maybe have neutral, you can remain neutral about it, not relevant. So you have these questions. And then now for this checkbox, you can, it has to be multiple because you want them to select one. You can only use checkbox if you want them to select more than one option. That's when you select checkbox. You can shuffle the questions in case you want this one to move. You drag, you drag and take it up. Maybe if you want it here, you do that. And with Google Forms, it saves automatically. So you don't have to keep clicking to save. But I have to return it because it doesn't fit there. So I'll take it back to its section. So that is how you move questions from one section to another. So after you have designed the form, of course, you can have as many questions as you wish. Okay, so we add another question, which is this, the plus button, and say, for example, suggestions. Any suggestions? You want your respondents to give suggestions, any suggestions for improvement? Then now you have to put paragraph because you want them to write long sentences. So you select paragraph here, which is this, and then so you have noticed that we have not made these ones required questions because the respondents may skip them. So, but for the required, there's no way a respondent can skip that particular question. Then we now go to settings. You want responses, manage how responses are collected. So you click on the drop-down menu. You do not collect for email addresses. You may not need to collect them. Send responders a copy of their responses. Allow response editing. Yes, if you want them to edit in case someone has made an error. But here you have to check this because you want each respondent to answer once, not more than 2 responses. So you select that. So after you have the questions, then now it's time to share. And how do you share? You click on the send, and then you fill in the email addresses of the respondents. So okay, so I'm going to send to Carol and send to Pro. Any students that I do. Yes, I've put also proofs. Maybe if we can have people answering, then I can put also mine. Then for Patrick also, so that we can see how the responses look like. Search comment. Okay, so what happens here is that there's a message here. I have invited you to fill a form and you want to include this form in the email. So you check that box and then you click the send button. Once you have sent, then you're going to be seeing responses here. As soon as someone responds, you'll be able to see the responses. So what is it saying? Let's see. I sent to myself, but I can feel it from here. I did. So please, Prof, please help me to fill that form. And Patrick?
Yes, I've filled.
Yes, already the response is here. We have received one response. If Patrick can fill also, and we look at two responses now, okay? So if you want to see how the responses look like, you click on responses. So you will have the demographic. So gender, we have two people. We have male and female is red. So there's no female that has responded. So we have two males, which is 100%. Then age, we have 36 to 40, one male, and then the other one is between 41 to 45. So this is how the responses look like. You have an option here under link to sheets. When you click here, you select the destination for the responses. You can download. So if you want an Excel sheet for your responses, that is how you get it. And you can be able to analyze the data further using the Excel spreadsheet. So, I show you. This one. Are you able to see the Excel?
Yes, yes.
Yes, so this is the raw data. This is how it looks like in the Excel sheet. This is how it looks like. The highest is, you can see the academic qualification is PhD, then master's, and they're asking, the responses are here about the training, suggestions, and then, so this is how it looks like in an Excel spreadsheet. So if you have got a Word document, if you have a Word document and you want to copy, for example, this, you just click on copy, and then Once you click on copy, then you can take and save it in your Word document or in your report that you're writing. So basically that is Google Forms, and that is how you can design an online questionnaire.
Yeah, thank you very much, Agnes, for that, for this insightful talk and presentation. There's been a lot to learn today. And I thank all of those who have been resilient enough to stay until the end. And class, now you have the tools to collect the data. And probably going forward, we shall now explore the different tools to analyze this collected data. I would like to thank Agnes for this, for putting together this assembly of presenters who have really enriched us. We thank you very much. We appreciate your sacrifice. And I wonder if there's maybe one question before we close, one or two questions. I think there's no question. There's somebody who's asking for your details, Agnes. They're requesting that you share your contact for further assistance. You can get Agnes at the Sedat library. That's where you'll find her, and she has a team of people that she works with there. Any other information, Agnes, about how you can be contacted? Oh, we may. Okay, so Agnes's email has been shared, and you can be sure she'll be happy to respond, as well as her contact. So please make use of this contact. These people are here to assist you. Somebody like Agnes has gone through the PhD journey at Makerere, so she knows the challenges and frustrations that you may encounter on this journey. So she's very well placed to assist you, to guide you, and help you as you go through your research. All right, it is 8.
Hello, Prof.
Yes, please.
Yes, I wanted to inquire, does the MyLoft database allow accessing Scopus?
Does the MyLoft database
allow access to Scopus?
Scopus?
Yes.
Caroline or Agnes, can you give some insight about that?
Yes, MyLoft platform, actually, the library don't subscribe to Scopus, but we do subscribe to Web of Science. Web of Science and Scopus are both analytical databases. So you can use Web of Science as an alternative to Scopus.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. I'd like to bring this to a close, and really appreciate all of you who have made time to be part of this evening. And we shall inform you when we shall have the next colloquium. It will be in April, and I hope you'll make time. And so, best regards as you embark on your research. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.